Hello and welcome to the Indie Bandits Twitch channel and YouTube channel if you're joining us from the future. Joe here, and this evening I'm going to be joined by Archie Bandit. How are you, Archie?
I'm alright.
Good, good. We've got Super Dungeon Maker to check out today. Now, this is an early access title, which we don't normally do, but I thought we'd give this one a go because I've been chatting with the devs and I actually requested the key directly from them, and they were kind enough to give us one to have a go of. So to return the favour, I think we may as well, whilst checking it out, share our thoughts and feelings on it. So let's dive straight in.
Let's do it, man.
So my understanding is this is a very kind of like I guess well, any kind of game with dungeons in it, and as the name would suggest, there's a lot of creating your own. So I guess, off my understanding of it, it's a bit like what was that Mario? It was just called Mario Maker, wasn't it? The
Super Mario Maker. I don't
yeah,
know.
like
Was that potentially a sequel or?
No, that was you know, where the community made all the levels in that. It was just a Mario level creation tool thing.
Yes.
So I guess it's like that, but with a chicken and a Zelda-esque dungeons. I don't know.
If there's a chicken in it, it's already got my money.
I know. I mean, you like animation and that kind of crack on, but this chicken's got some lovely like bounciness. Look at him like tootling up and down. I don't know what it's called. The thing on it, is it a waddle? The thing on the top of their head, or is that the thing under their?
I think that's the thing under their beak, isn't it?
Yeah. So what's the thing on the? Is it that crown or something?
Let's call it the
top waddle.
Crown.
Yeah. I've got a thing. I got a key. And then I guess.
So what's the premise behind this then? Is this kind of an introductory kind of element? So you can learn in the ins and outs. So
I have no idea. This is just how it started. So I just went with it. Well, you can't,
and you're dead.
You can't go in there. Do you know what this reminds me of graphically? Do you remember? Well, yes, but do you remember Moonlighter? The one where
actually.
Come on, this is going back. I think we did an indie impressions of that as well. I can't remember if you were there for that one actually, but it's Moonlighter is like this, but you also run the shop for adventurers.
Okay.
It's a cool little game. I think it was a free game on Epic once as well. So
what was that other one we played where it was a bit Zelda-y, but then it was 3D? Anodyne, is that what it was called? Like the first thing we ever looked at.
Oh, that's going back. That's like one of the first. Yeah, you weren't a fan, were you? I remember that was one of the first podcasts. No, it was meant to be like N64 Zelda, wasn't it? I think was the
it was it was an odd mix. People like it enough though. Just wasn't for me.
Well, I can't pronounce the name. My apologies. Binding of Isaac is their impressions of the visuals.
Oh, yes, that's a good shout actually.
I never actually played Binding of Isaac. I know it's like it is the I don't know, indies to play before you die kind of thing, isn't it? Like that. What are the other ones? Like Meat Boy, you know, like early 2010s indie revival kind of thing, or I guess like retro revival that was all being made by indie studios.
Yeah, it's very beloved, that Binding of Isaac. I don't know if I've played it either, which seems a bit like shameful when you're running an indie thing and you haven't played one of the.
Look, not everyone's played every game. Like
yeah. And that chicken is cute as hell. I totally agree.
There's something very. You know what? Like, even if this handled like utter garbage, which it doesn't, it handles exactly how I thought it would. Still not sure what I'm doing though. But the fact that this is a chicken has already made it like very appealing. Oh, look at that! Up and down. There we go. Boosh, 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 boosh.
Wonderful. So I'm understanding that further into this game, you'll be building your own.
I think this
Zelda-esque.
This guy needs to
maps.
check off, doesn't he? Yeah. I think that like these. I think there's a whole like tool set to make the levels that we're currently in. I'm just pressing buttons and hoping it works. I'm playing on a controller. I assumed it felt controller-y.
Yeah, are you using the D-pad though? Or are you going for joystick?
Well, the D-pad doesn't do anything.
D-pad, oh, really?
Yeah. I wish it was D-pad. The first thing I went to was D-pad because if it's something that is like, well, maybe I don't know if I... Oh no, there's only 8 directions, so... Honestly thought... Really thought that, like... Oh, that the, that you would get a D-pad, because the chicken only moves in 8 directions. I don't have any, like, other directions, even though I'm using the analog stick. Yeah, I certainly would have preferred the D-pad. But, again, this is early access, so there's no reason this mightn't be something that gets put in later. I just opened something, so... That was a shit throw. Oh.
And there's no option to change that in settings at all?
Let's have a deeks.
Not by the looks of it.
No, this is early doors. I mean, I could report a bug, but...
Possibly on the front end menu, but let's worry about that another time. Let's not interrupt the flow.
Yeah, look, people come for the streams of us looking through menus. I got these guys. These guys are tough, by the way. They absolutely battered us before. I wish I had a rule. This is like the Dark Souls of indie games. No, I'm joking. It's what an absolute cop out for describing games. By the way,
very tired that kind of a description now, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean it's not. It's not. I was just being silly. But oh, I've got a Schmifty.
So me and you are usually quite harsh on pixel art, even though we like it. So where's this standing on the pixel art meter for you?
Look, it's kind of what I could only describe.
Chicken saves it.
Oh, I can roll. Look, I could always roll, or maybe I've just learned
Elden
that.
chicken.
Come on, we can do better than that, right?
I'll clear that up.
Elden chicken. We've got
chicken
better.
Souls. Egg souls.
I wanted to say cock souls, but that could be misinterpreted. You know what I mean, like cock as in chicken. Oh, maybe I could always just roll over that.
That bit of animation's lovely. Do that again.
What, the rolls?
Yeah.
Bosh. Oh.
Check that out, man.
Here we go. Oh, that's him. That's him and me, by the way. He does a little as he jumps over stuff. Can I pick up these stones? Oh, right, he's in defensible mode. The sound's quite good as well. There's some great little, like, grass and that kind of crowd. And blobs. So the minute I'm just tootling around a dungeon.
He's got dungarees on as well, like he's some farmer chicken.
Oh shit, that's a hole. Oh, I thought that was just some muck. What the hell? Wait.
Oh my god.
No, maybe I was meant to go down here. How is Elden Ring, by the way? Is it everything you expected, Archie? I know you've spent all weekend.
If you like Dark Souls, you're gonna like Elden Ring, I think. One thing I'm trying to work out in my head. I know this is an indie channel, but let's talk about the latest AAA release, because why not? Is it's open world now? I think the way they've done open world's a little bit more kind of... How would I describe it? Like, it's not trying to fill the world with fluff from what I've seen so far. Like, it's just got all the dungeons you would expect from your typical Dark Souls and Bloodborne game. But the thing, I think it's holding it back so far, which is a minor complaint, is that the dungeons don't feel as intricately designed as they did in Bloodborne and Dark Souls and Demon Souls. They still look amazing. The art and all that's fantastic. They're really well paced and all that, but there's no kind of.
But the layouts are a bit pants.
I wouldn't even say they're a bit pants. They're still very good. It's just not. They don't seem to have like the same level of like labyrinthian structure to them, which is something I always liked about those games. But they're trying something new, and they're trying for an open world thing, and rather than like totally regurgitate what they've done quite a few times before now, I'm going to at least give them some credit for that. And besides that, I'm very much enjoying it. They've streamlined some features to make like the online a lot easier to understand with co-op, and the combat's just as tight as ever. So it gets my vote.
Yeah, I've not. I mean, you almost think by the time you've got a track record of what is it, 5 games now, 6,
7 games now,
7. I think you know. I feel it'd be hard for them to get it wrong by this point.
You would hope, like, is it 7? 3 Dark Souls, Demon Souls, Bloodborne, Sekiro, and and Elden Ring.
So Elden Ring's the lucky 7.
Mm-hmm.
I felt that. Did you see this bit here? Like, I feel I went in here, and there was nothing. Oh no, no, I've got to jump
Oh,
in
what's
here.
that thing down there? Yeah, yeah.
It's a big arrow with the grass. Oh, fuck,
There we
these
go.
Oh, can I get them to shoot each other? No. Stop shooting me, you twat. Shoot each other. Oh no, maybe I've just got to twat them. Right, fuck off. Maybe I can... Right, I'm very confused.
I don't think you could shoot them. Run!
Fuck off. Yeah. Oh, what?
Yep, the golden egg. Right.
Ah, there we
This
go.
is one thing Pixel Art always gets so right from what I see. The animation is so good.
Yes.
Like, I don't think there's been a single indie game we've ever looked at that's got the pixel art style where the animation's been bad.
Poor.
Or even, like, just okay. It's always really, really, really good. Like...
think that's because if you do it this way, that's I guess that's part of it. I think, I mean, admittedly, we've only played stuff with very, very good pixel art, but I think if you get it wrong and phone it in, then it's not going to be as good as it. Hey, listen, would you join us in our sandbox? Ha, nice. That's very on the nose. We want to learn how to build custom dungeons. Let's do it. Welcome to Budgie Brigade's... Oh, fuck, try saying that fast. Welcome to the Budgie Brigade's base. At least we hope to have a base. We are no builder masters like you. Will you help us finish it? By all means. Remember when you used to say budgies for kids whose trousers were too short at school?
Oh, apparently that's a fashion now to have
Yeah, I hate it. I'm
trouser
too old.
length shorter, leg length shorter than your leg.
Left mouse button. Oh, I'm on a controller. Oh, are we gonna just? Should we just? I'm gonna swap over. This is mouse time. Hello, mouse.
Okay.
Right. Oh no, what did he say? Mouse keyboard. Oh, P and paint some floor. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Look at this. So, is that some floor? Oh
That's
shit.
a door.
Well, I've
Whoops.
fucked everything up. Sorry,
Can
everybody.
you control Z?
That's fine. I don't make mistakes. The happy little accidents, Bob Ross style. Was it Bob Ross who used to call them happy little
I
accidents?
think so. Yeah, yeah.
What a ledge. Right. Wait, is there a floor? See, I want to click on this. Oh no.
That looks like a chest. That looks like a locked door, even.
Yeah, which one's the floor? Is that the floor?
I would say so. There we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, get fucked.
Ah, that's
walls.
very intuitive, isn't it? Like, look at that.
What's this? I want to know how to get rid of these things. Oh. There we go. Look at this.
Look at that.
Right. How long before we end up with penis dungeon? Because
20 seconds.
here we get now. Come on, we're better than that.
Oh, I've seen that water texture somewhere before. Because I've used it once when I was making something.
Really?
I could be wrong. But I think if you Google water texture, you might find something very similar.
Really?
I was doing
if it does its job.
test. If it does its job, it's just it's one of those things where I think this happens a lot. Because I was doing some VFX work and I was just trying to look at how you could do stylized water, and I just was looking for reference, and I could be wrong. I'm not throwing shade at the devs here or anything, but I think I've seen that before.
Right. Oh no, we mixed up our floor type with left and right and messed around a bit. Now he is trapped. Oh, I think I've accidentally saved him by unintentionally.
Cool. Oh, so you can like solve puzzles maybe by
I'm wondering
changing
that.
the shape of the dungeon? Because that'd be a really cool idea. If you can just draw a new path or something and...
Alright, tab alternates. Should I put him in a giant bumhole?
So, Fly in the chat. Apologise, I can't say the second part of your name. Are you partial to some Zelda, like classic Zelda, or is this all new for you? Because I didn't play many of the classic Zeldas when I was young. Actually, I'm a bit of a... I haven't had much experience with Zelda at all. Like, side, what was the one on the Wii? Was that Twilight Princess?
Oh, that one's pants, wasn't it? Wasn't it?
Fly is fine. I'll stick with Fly then, Fly.
There we go. Indie Bandits branding. You can have some of that.
That's what I like to see. Yes, man.
On brand. Thank you for helping me. I just remembered I could have just pressed Z. Oh, there you go. Oh, wait, no.
Neither me or you like Twilight Princess very much, which I think...
Was that the one with the werewolf shit?
Yes, it was.
Look, I've never been much a fan of Zelda
werewolves.
games anyway. Or werewolves. No. But yeah, in build mode, press tab to switch the object layer and use left mouse button to place the doorway between the two. Would you please? Let's do it.
There was a Zelda on the 3DS where you could turn yourself into like a painting, attach yourself to a wall.
Is that a link between worlds?
I think it was called that. I thought that game was like excellent. I really, really, really enjoyed that one. So I was wondering if when it comes to Zelda, I'm more on the the top-down 2D side of those games rather than the Ocarina of Times and Majora's Mask's kind of 3D approach.
I think it's one of these first you play, or whichever one builds the, I mean, nostalgia plays such a huge part in like liking stuff. But I think it's also not just a nostalgia, but like the environment in which you play a game or experience something. I think we were in the pub the other day talking about this with why I liked The Mandalorian, and it wasn't necessarily because it was any good or anything like that. It was just I had like 2 weeks off over Christmas last year and just watched them all together whilst chilling and like having some time off. Oh, we need a key. So I've got to switch to different category and select the key object. Which do you think this is the key object? Just put that in. There we go. So I smashed it. Haven't I? There we go. And if you like, it's where and when you experience anything plays a huge part of it. Like, I can enjoy lots of different games as long as I'm in the mood for them. And you'll go through phases as well. Oh shit! It's blowing yourself up. Oh, stop blowing yourself up, you dafty.
Is there any reason why we're playing as a chicken in this, or is this just?
I think they're all just burbs, as they.
Okay.
Do they call them burbs? Is that the internet speak for like? Burb is to bird as yes. Doggo is to dog. Is that it?
I didn't realise actually. Looking closer, these are like little canary construction workers or some budgies.
Remember the budgie building brigade?
Yes,
right.
Of course.
I thought it had a roll button.
And you're like Emperor Chicken or something.
I don't know. I'm Builder Chicken. That's why the little dungarees, because I guess I build the dungeons. You can use the hook shot to let players cross holds. Beware that the hook shot only works on lit torches. Oh, nice.
Very nice. It is funny how like Zelda really did write the kind of the playbook on the tools you're not allowed. Anyone can use any tool, but that kind of feature in these games, and it seems like I don't know. Maybe I need to play some more of these games, but it does seem like people kind of like iterate and think of their own. It's just like, oh, we use what Zelda does because it works.
Well, I think there's well, you don't want to reinvent the wheel, right? Because if people know. Am I meant to just like try and tootle through this, or? I mean, I could just get rid of them. Ah, right. Look, I look so.
Fly says that the old top downs and the reason why he still plays top downs in 2Ds more than recent games. Like, obviously, a lot of nostalgic for this genre. I think the thing with 2D games, I think they're much more accessible than 3D ones. Like, still.
I think because it's easier to control something across 2 planes than 3.
Yeah, and I think the visual clarity is much clearer as well. Like it's
the visual language is much clearer, isn't it? When you like less is more.
Exactly.
A lot of these. Oh, did I knock my hook shot? Hook shot.
So I could give my parents like a 3D game, like and the minute it deviates from like at least a straightforward path they do not do, and they get lost and they're immediately overwhelmed. But they could probably look at something like this and probably still get overwhelmed further down the line when it becomes more complicated, but at least like have a better sense of direction.
Yeah, the readability is much better for everything though. It's like, you don't have a camera to worry about either, which is just such a ball ache. Like if you have so the feather lets us roll. There you go, that feather thing I picked up. See me like I didn't realize it tells you the buttons where it says shift and right mouse button and QE and space and that. That's also my face buttons and shoulder buttons. it's kind of obvious now, but it's not actually that clear. If you get me, like their location on the face button, so square's the hook shot.
Ah, right.
X,
I see.
X, because I'm playing on a PlayStation controller, obviously. See, so when I pick stuff up, see, I've got the chicken throwing something button over E, which is also my circle button, and then the things either side of it are L1 and R1, so like the bumpers or whatever they're called, shoulder buttons. Key, that doesn't make much sense to have a key in a chest, does it? That's a cute as hell little icon. Love me some Pikachu.
One.
Yeah, in the chat.
Hello, is it Flagessen?
For Helgesine? For Helgesine?
Apologise if I've got that incorrect, or apologise that I have gotten that incorrect.
Oh. I should have read what these guys were going to say. You can not only hide items in chests, but also in pots and grass. This way it's more fun to hide stuff. I can probably put some stuff in here as well, right? Like, are these items? So I could put, like, if I needed health, I could... Oh, there you go. I can't tell if that's put one in. Oh, yeah, look. No, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know if I don't know how to actually put the objects in the... Like, if there's a different... I'm not...
I was talking the other day.
Oh, wait, hang on.
Oh, you worked it out?
No, I haven't.
Dum bum bum.
Just give myself some hearts. Yeah, sorry, go on.
Like, Microsoft's going around buying up all these companies, and I don't like the idea of monopolization and all that. But they obviously try to entice people into their Game Pass program. And it seems to be a bit of a change of... And Sony's obviously kind of doing the same, but at a slower pace. But it kind of seems to be a bit of change in conversation to where it was like 6-7 years ago. And even further when... I remember Sony, at least in the last generation on PlayStation 4, was making a big thing about all the indie companies they were buying. And if you look back at the Xbox 360 with their Xbox Live Arcade, they had a big kind of... what's the word, like presence with that, and I don't see these conversations happening anymore. I like everyone's going, oh, like Sony's just went and bought this, and Microsoft's bought that, but there's like all these like indie companies who, you know, are just sitting around. I'm like, well, it just seems we're going into a bit of a triple A arms race.
Yeah, where they're all trying to well, I mean, it's all out of their portfolios, isn't it? Really,
it is.
What's this thing? Sorry, I'm just deleting shit because the little bird told us to. I'll just tootle through. Yeah, it's kind of weird that this like tutorial is also... Oh, he actually drowns. Yeah, nice. Oh, shit. What did he say? Bad guys and they won't stop bothering me. Door also doesn't open while there are enemies alive. Oh, that's what that door is. So, angry face door is just kill all the enemies in the room. Ah, there we go. Please take care of them. I don't care if you use your sword or builder skills. I heard this is what you get if you leave eggs out of sight. Right, okay. I mean,
what are they?
They're like weird rotten eggs with mouths on it.
Yeah.
Do you reckon I can roll over?
Roll over the water?
I can't. I don't know.
Well, you might be a wet chicken if you try.
I'll just give myself the tools to do so.
You know, just make a little bridge.
Yeah, but I can also give myself the abilities. What is that? Do you see that thing? What are these?
Ah, this might be the...
There's the hook shot.
Yes, some duck feet.
Yeah, I wonder if that helps us swim.
I'm liking this. I'm really liking the look of this, actually. I don't know how close this is to Mario Maker, in terms of like how they set their game out.
Duck feet means you can swim. I love it how it does breaststroke with its wings.
Yeah, I was about to say. Oh, look at the warp on the water as well. What a nice detail.
Yeah. I can't attack, though. Do you think I can just, like... Nah. Nah. Can I hook shot him? Oh, I can... There we go. Right.
No, you... Oh. And you have to hook shock them when they're in their eggshells?
No, that would just kind of distract them. They're thinking about it. Haha, they're getting fucked now. Come on, you bastards. Come on, you little fucks. You'll think about it, and then you'll die. Oh. Come on. They'll think about it. Yeah, boy.
Do we know how many people have worked on this?
From What I saw, well, I mean, it says two on the website. At least the two people
Only
in.
two?
Not, I don't know if
Really?
it's only two. They're just the two who are getting all the credit for it. No, but on the developer side, but they've also got a publisher behind them. It's
Okay.
I think it's Fire. If I'm not mistaken, Fire Chick is the developer, and Roca Play is the publisher who I've been chatting with. So I expect to see tweets and Facebook posts and Instagram posts about this as well, because we do what we can to boost indie games and promote them. Yeah. So. Oh wait, can I deactivate when you place an object or wall directly behind it? So, which is a wall.
Are you enjoying it so far? Is it getting your I don't know.
Yeah, it's. I'll tell you what is weird though, because I want to play it with a controller, but I honestly don't think the tools are good enough to. I can't seem to find a way to use the editing tools with the controller.
Yeah.
So I'm not a big fan of like this swapping between mouse and keyboard, but maybe that just happens a lot if you're in this like sort of tutorial thing. You know, like I think in the game you'd either be just using one or the other. I don't think you'd always be swapping. I think once you play the game, you just play the game. And if you're just making dungeons, then you just make dungeons. We'll see. Welcome to our menagerie. Here are some of the beings in which we encounter in everyday life. This is the fork plant. Be careful. They are hungry and throw their forks after you. Good for them. This one is a sandcrawler. I don't like them because they hide in the ground. Oh, typo there. Hide in the ground. And they have way too many legs. That's not fair. I think people can have as many legs as they want. Oh, rotten egg, there you go. They stink and hide in their shells when you hit them. I don't know what their shells are made of, but you just can't break them. And finally, automatic weapon systems. The all-seeing orange eye. It shoots laser beams at you if it sees you. Right, should I just release them? Just for a laugh, so I can chin them a bit?
Just roll off. Just roll off.
Just for a laugh. Go on, out you come. Release the beasts. Then... Oh. I should have given myself one of them swift things. Just batter him a bit. I can't go in the sand thing, though. I can't tell if I'm killing him. Was that his little dead animation? Yeah, I can't seem to shoot him. I wonder if I'll probably just die if I fall in there, right? But we'll see.
Right.
Oh, they all came back because I went back into edit mode. Yeah, that was silly of me, wasn't it? Never mind. I've done that. Oh. Fuck, I've got to kill these twats
Was that
again.
just reset that and you've got to...
Yeah.
Can you not just drown all them by replacing the ground?
Let's do it.
Try it. Ah.
No, it just kind of breaks them, I think.
Please, devs, allow me to drown those things in the full release.
Yeah, just a little animation of the eggs drowning. Here we go.
Oh yeah, they come. I imagine making puzzles for a game like this must be really difficult. Like,
oh yeah, it's like one of these things where it's like you kind of forget how difficult just like simple things as making like a good puzzle room is. Like,
because there's obviously a lot of flexibility going on here, and I don't know if they're going to limit it per area, like going forward or something. But when there's obviously a lot of flexibility, how do you force the player to use like a certain solution?
Yeah. Oh, is this a thing? That looks like something I can break with a bomb, but I don't know how to get over there except by cheating, I guess. Is it cheating in a game where you're meant to be editing the shit anyway?
This is like they've given you the dev tools, and you can just like move everything around at your leisure, like. Ooh. Oh.
And there's the exit, right there you go. Collect the gold egg to complete the dungeon. The dungeon must be completable to upload it. Mario Maker rules. although you can't reach the egg through the wall.
Mhm.
The golden egg is the goal of every adventurer, so hide it away to make it a great prize. What? Make it unreachable to hide it better. Which villain would build a dungeon that's a one-way ticket to death for a hero? No dungeon builder with a shred of pride would build something like this. Right, so yeah, they're just making the point where you can't just build...
Nonsense. Like,
Yeah, it has to be a completable thing.
that's awesome. That's great. Like, it's a very
Okay.
smart approach to, like,
Well, that's
filter
what
out any rubbish.
That's what Mario Maker did. It was like you can't just build a level that someone can't beat. Remember, there used to be that problem. I don't know if the rules were same for Grand Theft Auto and the user made like races and stuff.
Probably not, no. I'm sure there's plenty of races we tried which were just
Unachievable.
nonsense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could be
Done.
wrong though. They may have changed that since, or maybe we were just rubbish, but
That is very likely. we are pretty like. Well, I'll not speak for you, but I am like really bad at games. I think.
yeah, same. Like,
But not that it really matters. I'm not like playing games competitively or I'm not
or prove anything.
It's not my job, and also they're meant to be fun. You know what? It's fine to be shit at them. I enjoy playing them anyway, and I'd like to think I'm better than someone who's never played a game. Lift bombs and throw them with the right action button. What's this? Little hearts and that. Oh, look at that guy. He's probably going to teach us how to fight.
Yes.
People are saying I would be a way better main character, believe me. Haha, well, you're not. Get
Look at that
fucked, pal.
chef. Look at the guy to the right. He's my favorite.
Yes.
Go talk to him.
Egg slimes don't like to be poked. Then they proceed to hide and sell their eggshells.
So are all the is that the mayor?
Obviously. Nice. There's something very satisfying about cutting down grass. You know what? The only one of these games that I actually played with that had this kind of thing. Oh, what was it called? It was called Soul something for the Super Nintendo. Like
Dark
not
Souls.
no, the original Soulsborne. Like I want to say it was called Soul Collector, but it wasn't. Like, but it was like top down and had this kind of like it just controlled like this, like top down, swing some swords. It's called Soul something, but you had like leveling up in it as well. There was like a lot of RPG elements in it. I think it was maybe even made by Square. I'm gonna not that's gonna help anyone watching the stream, but I'm gonna look it up afterwards and then satisfy my own desire to remember what that game was called. I wish I had the Swift thing all the time, like, because as cute as this chicken is, it's kind of like, I want him to be a little quicker. At least in the open world.
So there's no like run button or anything like that. There's no little like. Goodbye. Oh no. Fligesson's saying I must know the name. I must cut the grass.
Yeah.
I'm sharing those sentiments.
Yeah. Look at this old granny chicken.
I love the designs of these guys.
They are great. Like,
I remember when we first started this channel as well, and we were I was looking forward to another bird-related game. What was it?
Skatebird. Yeah, that came out. We never ended up playing that. I think
we need to check that out.
Yeah, but I think at the time we had a more general indie focus at the time, and before shifting to a more like, well, I mean, we're still very indie focused, but I mean, now everything we do is from the community. So I think we'd found Skatebird because it was actually getting like media buzz. It was in a Nintendo, whatever them things are called when Nintendo tells you what's coming out.
Nintendo Direct.
Yes, it was featured in. I think it was featured in the Nintendo Direct that took place just before our very first podcast episode, which is why we were talking about it. Right, I'm back to mouse and keyboard now. Let's create a new dungeon. Right, there's the egg. What do you reckon? You know design things, right?
Straight down.
Right, should we get
Actually, no, stuff that. Let's go right. Let's go to the right.
Right, we've got a little room here. Let's have some interesting...
What's that rule in film? Like, characters often, in Western film at least, are always walking from like left to right.
Yeah.
Because the way in which we consume most kind of like
we
media
read left to right.
Yeah, read left to right, and there's some other like reason for it, and it's, like enemies are like the villains always go in the opposite direction or something.
Right.
There's some weird rule like that. I don't know how strong it holds true to like most films, but I think there's a definite some definite evidence for it.
Let's find some... There's an egg. These are the baddies. Right. This is the floor. Should we get a classic little hole? Right. So I'm thinking this room is maybe going to have, like, a treasure chest in it.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, treasure chest. And then, what's that thing? That thing that makes us jump over the... And then I think... Can I...
Oh, those.
Oh, wait, I think that... There we go. No? I thought I was... I don't know how to put this into here.
I'm
being dumb. Oh, wait.
I mean, I don't indulge in many early access games.
Drag and drop. Ah, there we go.
Drag and drop. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, I'm just a div. Right. Now this needs baddies, right? It's him? Is he tough?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Put him in.
Should we put one?
Yeah, like, this seems very complete for an early access game. I mean, I don't play many, but from what I understand, early access games are usually very broken. And I don't know, this feels like... Yeah, I mean, you're the one playing it, you could tell me otherwise, but this feels very, I don't know, complete. I don't know what the final objective for this game is.
Well,
but...
I think maybe they've done early access the way you're supposed to. Is that...
Which is what?
I don't know. Have it done and use early access to fine tune it. Is that not the objective of early access? You're supposed to you're supposed to go through with the community to fine tune the game. You're not meant to rock up with a completely unfinished. I mean, the game's not meant to be finished.
But here's my prototype.
But here's something that's completely broken and doesn't work. That I don't think early access is supposed to be beta testing, is it? It's really meant to be. Nah, it's meant to be playtesting, right? That's the way I understand it, because at least for me,
yeah.
I wouldn't buy a product that is a holy and fish.
This is saying the devs of this game are communicative. Oh my,
communicative.
English tonight. Thank you very much.
And every day.
Tongues tonight, I know.
That's
good. That's a sign of a dev who really gives a damn and who's cares about their product. Oh, nice.
Right, should I put a door here at the end, and this can...
What were you going to say, sorry?
I was just going to ask you what we should put in this room before we...
Ooh.
Do you think?
So you've got a square, so now we're build on the square to make it a bit more kind of open for the player.
Hang on, I want this to be...
So you've got your simple first room with kind of a simple singular objective, now kind of expand on this in a way where they kind of go like...
This is the Archie room because it's the letter A. There you go.
Oh, okay. The community, the chat here seems to be very supportive of this game. Apparently the devs update this quite a lot, and they are quite. Can I say it now?
Communicative.
Thank you.
By the way, have I made this level look too sus right now? Does not look like a. Oh, what's it called? Among Us.
It does actually. Are you being a class action lawsuit any second?
I'll just leave it There's the A room. Full of A-holes. What do you want in your room, pal? Smelly eggs.
I don't like spiders. Is there any spiders we can put in?
I think these are spiders.
No, hang on. Remove those spiders and put them into the next room.
Okay.
So your first objective is get over the hole. It's quite an easy thing. There's no pressure on the player.
Right,
and they come into this room, and they've got a bit of a got to defend myself kind of feeling.
Well, should we make this a one where you can only get out? I forget. Oh no, he probably goes on a door, right? So if I make a door, like here, and then I turn it in, I think I can turn these into Will that turn them? No, this is probably drag and drop, right?
Mm.
Yeah, so you got to drag, so they'll close whilst there's baddies in it. Does that work?
Right. Trestos says press F in an empty room. I do not think that room is empty. How about you make, the kind of the empty space in the letter A in what is the second room? Make that a hole.
Ah, nice one. Yeah. But only once I've made my. Oh, this isn't good. How do I make it? How do I make it a J? The Joe. Hang on. Redesign.
Not like that.
Shut up. Shut up. Hang on. There we go. Right. Don't worry, I'll make it longer because I know what a letter J looks like. I am somewhat literate. I know this is going from bad to worse.
Oh my god.
Hang on, man. I know. Look, I'll sort it out. There we go. And that looks a bit like a J, doesn't it? Nope, now it looks less like a J. My pixel art skills need work. You know what I'm getting at. Hang on. I love how most of this is me just trying to write.
I'm very impressed by this game. I think this looks fantastic.
Shit. Wait, what?
Where are you now?
I hit F. That's what F does.
Oh, right.
Oh, you have to double tap F, but I don't know what it does.
That looks like it's all the rooms merged into one.
Yeah, I'm not going to fuck around with that for the time being, because I'll cock it up worse. Spiders for F? Oh, fuck off, right, with the spider. No. So F, F is the full paint thing. Right, so don't do what I was doing. Great. There we go. And we'll just give... Nice. That's the J room. We got the A room, the J room. I mean... Oh, shit. Maybe there. I'm just writing now. Colouring in. I'm just enjoying the colouring in. I won't even be able to do this. There we go. Indie Bandits room. Look at that.
Oh my god.
I have no discernible pixel art skills, by the way. Thank God that devs on this game do. Oh wait, and we'll make the... There we go.
Nice. I can read. That's readable. Jib.
What it's...
Jib.
It says jib. Yeah, it's meant to be... IB. Right, oh, we're going to turn these into holes, weren't we? We're going to make better use of the hollow space in the middle of...
There we go.
I think I can...
Level designers, we are not.
But it just goes to show how actually damn difficult all this kind of crack on is. Because, like, good level design, like, as fun as it is writing a jib...
Bitcoin simple. Trestos is right. Oh my god.
Hang on, it's time to shill some stuff. No, let's not do that.
If you want to invest in cryptocurrency, please get in touch. No, I'm only kidding.
Right, what's the J room gonna have in? What's these things? Oh, they look nasty. Wait, do they come out as sand? Was that crack on? Hey, maybe we should change the floors. Is that like aesthetic? What's this? Clouds. Oh, fuck no, fuck everything.
Oh, is it like a fog kind of thing? Maybe. I think games like this are generally very good, like this and like Mario Maker. It's a good way of like introducing people to kind of like
game
level design and its principles and all that, but just giving them all the tools so that like all the mechanics, they already know how to use them for the most part, like especially if you're using something like Mario. This is like a bit new, but it seems very similar to Zelda, and if you know how those games work, you can kind of like just get started more or less straight away. You know the limits, you know what you're expected to do and where you're supposed to go. And it really is like, I mean, I don't think you could use it for a portfolio by any stretch, but in terms of like getting your own head around some of the basics of what's expected from level design and what works and what doesn't, like, it's like, I know these are like great little educational tools too.
Yeah, I think there's a...
So, do you remember that game Dreams that came out? Like,
yeah, that was a... Oh fuck! I fucked that up. Stop clicking. Oh, Magic Z button. I was just annoyed that I've changed this thing. Yeah, I didn't. You know what? That game came out to a lot of fanfare, right? Or game creation tool, or whatever you want to call it.
It was liked, but it's such a niche idea. Like it was like the tools were amazing, but the tools were like they were so complex. They kind of lose their. Not to say they weren't user friendly, because they were, but it's just like it was everything. Like you could literally just do almost everything in it in like a simplified form.
So that in that case, why not just actually make a game?
It feels a little bit like that. Yeah, I think. It's almost too many tools for like it's not as pick up and play as it could be, but some of the stuff that came out of Dreams was like unbelievably good. But I think you do need to have like the right eye for those kind of things to be good at it. If you don't have it, you're kind of screwed.
Is there a rotation thing, or am I being silly? Like, I feel like this door should be rotated. I think, not that it matters, but this is the door I come in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe's. Should I play it? Hang on, we've got no baddies in half the rooms.
Just play to see how it feels empty.
Yeah. Oh, I'm here. Right.
Ah, there you go. Okay.
Controller time, off I go. Hello.
See?
What? Oh. I wonder if these are too long. Ooh. Ah, I get fuck spiders! Ah, they're quite easy, actually. Though that movement. Have I got a shield? Go on. Yes. Now will let's do the same for this one. Yeah. Oh, because those are they're the sand guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm quite easy. It's quite easy to beat. Then I just tootle through here and wait for it. I am the greatest player of this game ever. Right, let's switch back to
I like it. I think you need to put like a treasure chest or something. Is there treasure in this game? Have we seen that already? But you needed to put it just out of reach, but like in a kind of semi-dangerous place, but where the player's going to be tempted to go get it, if you know what I mean. Like, where they're like, "Ooh, I want to go get that," but there's a few baddies in the way or something.
Hang on. So how would I do this? I'm suggesting we play some online dungeons. That's a good shout. Because we are inherently bad at this. Maybe some. Let's go find some. There we go. Completed it. Right. Let's go find some online dungeons and see some community built stuff, and see if someone has beat us to the penis dungeon. Because you know they have. You know.
Well, it's all going to be that, isn't it? Did you save, Joe?
I did not, but
Whoops.
I did not save. I assumed it was. I was maybe assuming that it would have just kind of auto saved. You know what? It was hardly a masterpiece. I think we'll live.
Is it up down here? The Expedia? Is that what it's?
No. Or maybe.
No, it's
online dungeons.
Online dungeons.
Yeah.
Should we check out Trestos?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's see your stuff. Hang on. Fire, so that's probably trending.
It's the magnifying glass at the end, I think.
Yeah, that'll make sense. Enter search. Let's see what Trestos is.
Is this just gonna be a giant penis? And Trestos logs out like LOL.
Alright, so they are sorted by hearts. No, they're not sorted by hearts, but they've got. So we want the one with the most hearts, right? Because that's what people like, right?
6-3. I'm guessing that's Mirror World.
No, 18 chickens and 6 hearts, right? So
yeah,
we want 6 hearts. Should we go Mirror World? Let's do Mirror World.
I think that's the winner.
It's loading.
It's already better than ours, Joe. Well, yours.
I think that's subjective and open to debate, but please don't have this debate in the chat. Whether this is better than the one I didn't save. We'll never know because mine's lost to the ages. Though with like, oh, we should use these buttons and stuff. These things are cool. And then like
God.
I'll kill half of them, right? Fuck off, fork plants.
This level's not messing around, is it?
Well, it's this guy chilling there who's being a bit of a dick.
You can hold attack.
Yeah, I can. That thing, right?
Hmm.
Like I can get him through there. But what I want is. Ah, wait, no, I've worked it out. Wow.
This dungeon is better than the one that doesn't exist.
Well, I'm taking me ball and going home. Taking me big golden chicken egg and not playing anymore.
Hang on, I like that. So you can go through that door at the top and you kind of see your objective. But
You
it's out
see
of
the
reach.
objective, but I've got to
That's
click the
class.
switch, but the whole thing is based around the switch, right?
That's a really good design.
So now I have to go elsewhere
Left.
and then fight whatever these are.
I like the claustrophobic nature of these levels. This
Yeah,
is
that
great.
one's. Yeah, it doesn't have a lot of useless space. That says things that doesn't make any sense to me. Right. Oh, yeah, that was silly. There we go. And I've got a key for this one. Nice. But I'm gonna have to go. Oh man, this is. Wait, what?
Whoa, that threw me off. What's this?
Are there holes under these things? Oh, it's one of.
Oh,
Is this
you
like
gotta
a?
guess. Yeah.
Maybe it's a penis. If I just follow a penis shape, do you think it'll? Oh, maybe it. Oh no.
Oh, I quite like this actually. It's
Oh, right.
oh, hang on, you've nearly got it.
Ah, I don't nearly got it. Wait, what?
No!
Oh, wait, no.
Where were the?
Oh wait, no,
yeah,
I've
just
left.
realized the lives.
Oh shit. No, hang on.
I was liking that.
Yeah, let's find. What was that called? Mirror World. I'm just gonna
Trestos. Mirror World.
trust us. We're getting on it. It was yeah, was it Mirror World? Yeah, the 6-heart one. Right. Right, I'm back and I'm angry because you fucked us up for the last time.
Probably, yeah.
Got you.
Is this the Dark Souls of chicken games?
Let's do it. Ah, I get you both, you little plant twats. Right. Get fucked. There we go. Right.
It is Egg Souls.
I kind of wish the roll thing was still just a default action. I think roll is almost like should just be a thing.
Does this have the Dark Souls logic of if you roll, you've got like a couple of like
Invincibility frames.
microsecond of invincibility frames? It's
Right, how much? No, after.
so it's all the way to the end, all the way down, then along 3, I think.
Ah, shit, you're right. It was along 3, and it
And
was
up.
up to. Ah, I
Then-
fucking went too far. That
yeah,
was
no,
too...
no, yeah. Down, no. Yeah, down. I'm guessing.
So not that it makes any difference going slowly. Once you've fluffed it, you've fluffed it. Oh shit! Come on, you twats! Oh fucking Joe, man!
Oh,
Why you...
he fell off the edge.
What an
He's gonna
egg
run your way
mug!
back now.
Yeah, I don't. But I'm gonna lose this.
It's that way. Yeah.
Straight up? No, one more.
One more. Yeah. Then to that one, and down. Then
And all the way around. Right, fuck off that room. Wait, is it just mirrored on this one? Oh, look. I can see it to the right. I'm pointing at my screen like you can see it.
Well done.
God,
That's excellent.
was that always
Oh,
visible?
I didn't even click.
Yeah, look,
Maybe it
look.
was.
Yeah, it's the... Ah, fucking hell, Joe, you idiot. It was right there. Oh, that's...
That is really cool. Like,
I know. What a mug. What a mug I feel right now. But if I hadn't been doing this on stream, I would have just told everyone how smart I was and how I just saw it in the other screen.
Nice one.
Damn it.
I'm very impressed by that. Like,
I'm gonna die now, aren't I? Oh, there's the
oh, it's
switch,
still
though.
past hard nose ends to find that.
Come on, freebies, I
Oh,
need some
my.
hearts, you twats. Yeah, that's it. Downstairs you go. Oh, yeah, because this level's right.
Do we know when
Sure.
this is getting full release, or
Uh,
if it is at all at the minute? Like,
I do not know. Damn, I wish I hadn't been mugged off by that, Oh, shite. Charge it up. Oh shit, we're gonna... I wish I had a shield right now. 6 months, apparently.
6 months, okay. Oh, good luck to them then. I hope they can reach that. This game seems like it's very far along, so I've no idea what stage they'll be going through at the minute, but 6 months seems feasible, like...
Yeah, might be worth...
achievable, should I say?
Might be worth revisiting it.
100%, like... I honestly think this is one of the most impressive ones we've looked at, just in terms of its kind of creative ambition.
Oh, right, I've got to let these guys... Look at this. Da, 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 da. Now they're here. Oh, wait, no. I've kind of, like, shuffled these guys down. Wait, come on. I'm trying to kill some of them as well. Look at them. See the guys? Alright. That was a very inelegant way to do that, but I've done it now.
I mean, you can like, really see the passion of its influence in this game.
These guys need to come back over. Chicken sword, go! It's good to see there's also a community around it.
Yeah, yeah, like the guys in the chat seem to be loving it, and that's awesome to see.
Just having a cheeky drink of my beer.
Doing?
Yeah, I'm drinking my beer. Alright, hang on. Oh, little twat. Where did he come from? Oh. I cannot reach you. Oh, I can. Where's the other ones? Oh, there he is. Come on, come down, you stupid dickhead. There we go. Eat shit and die!
Here we go.
Spider boys. Oh, duck legs. Unrelated anecdote, but I remember once being in the park and some Rajis telling us to row into the island in the middle of the lake and get them some duck eggs. I don't know what they wanted to do. Oh, I've got me duck feet, haven't I? Wait, what?
No, you didn't collect them, Joe.
Oh, what a idiot!
You walked right past both.
I know. I was thinking too much about me flipping duck story. Right.
Duck story.
Yeah. No, it was just very odd. And then they used the classic Raji line of saying, "Are you looking at me or chewing a brick?" You know how that one goes?
Really? I've never heard the chewing the brick bit.
Oh, are you looking at me or chewing a brick? Because either way, you're going to lose some teeth. Look, I can see Mirror World across the way as well, but this one I've...
Oh, okay. Let's get a spy of what's going on.
I'm going to go up. This one is less risk, so I can just kind of go where I want, you know.
Out, though?
Yeah, fucking hope not. Oh, that just opened the whole thing. Nice. There it is over there, see?
Great.
Oh. Hey, wait, what? How did I do that? Well, you get a heart from the Indie Bandits. I assume that's what you do.
Oh my god, that was great. That's some champion level design in that.
Should we finish off with one random dungeon?
Let's do a random. I mean,
that is like going on.
Here, like, so...
I know, and that's like going on Google and being like, "I'm feeling lucky." Don't ever do that. Oh no, I'm feeling lucky is the first result, isn't it?
What do you mean, the first result?
So if you
hang on. So you dial in your thing, you click "I'm feeling lucky." There we go.
Yeah, and you just go, I trust in Google to. I can't remember ever using that except when like Google first came out. You know what I mean? Like when search engines were new.
Yeah, I always just put it in the main address bar now. Like I don't really rely on like.
No, but it's still I guess if you're using something like Chrome, you'll still be using a what's it called? A Google search.
You know that Bing is still one of the most used search engines in the world because like a lot of people don't bother changing it on like Microsoft computers.
So does that mean people still use the one that's not called Explorer anymore? Edge.
Edge, yeah, I believe so.
I don't like this whole schemey thing of basically we'll just set it up as the default. Can I just hit that thing with it? Nice. Oh, that was cool.
That doesn't bother me. They've got to have their own search engine, I guess. Like
absolutely, but I think I don't like any kind of bloatware. I'm very much like
no.
whenever I buy a well, not that I often buy a computer. It's mine's my own build, so it's kind of like fucking hell, Joe. Because of that, like, it doesn't come with any bloatware, you know. But when I've bought a laptop, the first thing I ever do with a new laptop is just to delete all the crap that the people who made it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like,
Yeah,
I don't want the HP bollocks that comes with this. I've kind of fluffed this though. I don't know what. Oh wait, I'll just pick this up. There we go.
I'm liking this level as well. Like, I don't think it's as strong as the previous one, but
imagine if it was a sneaky Trestos level.
It very well might be. Is this one of yours, Trestos? Have we got lucky with another
Trestos
one of your
masterpiece?
levels?
Wait, I need to zap this thing, don't I? No, I don't.
It says no.
Ah.
Well, yours is much better anyway.
Oh, fucking hell, Joe, man, what are you doing? Ah, but
D-pad. Did one dungeon. It took him 10 hours to build. Some commitment.
See, this is the kind of thing that is like, I am happy there are communities on these games, you know, like obviously, but I am not the kind of person who would. You saw my dungeon building expertise. I'm not the kind of person who's going to sit and spend like 10 hours building it. Like I'm just not that kind of person. Whereas Secret Bandit Dom would.
Well, our friend Dom's always doing that. Like,
he is the kind of person who was it Forza and his Newcastle Brown Ale car. Oh,
buys a racing game, never races.
Buys a racing game and spends countless hours making custom liveries from a very rudimentary, like decal creator using geometric shapes to rebuild a brand logo for a somewhat famous beer from Newcastle, just so you can make an entire car themed around Newcastle Brown Ale. This was made by the devs. There you go, Fire Chick. Should we get what? Got time for one more?
Let's do
time for one more round.
I'm very intrigued by this game.
Yeah, but like, I think, you know, gaming communities are strengthened by the fact you have like these like different types of players, especially in games that run on community. You know, like I very much like the fact that when I like play Gran Turismo and it forces you to like pick a certain car, that I don't have to go design a livery and I can just pick other people's liveries and someone will have made something really cool that I like and will use.
It's kind of weird, yeah. I've said this to you loads of times, but like I'm generally, I think, you know, like to think of myself as somebody who's quite creative. You know, I like to draw. You know, I work in game design. I do a lot of creative stuff on a daily basis, and when it comes to games, I never touch the creative side of it. It's always like on Elden Ring, I just pick the default character. I'm like, I'll just go with him. I just want to play the game as quickly as possible.
Absolutely, but I think it's also the like. But I'm very much the same with like I don't read. I've told you this. Like I can read. I know how to do it, but I don't read. I don't read for pleasure because work involves just 8 hours a day of reading. So when it comes to reading for pleasure, I'm very much like, no, thank you. I want to, you know, I want to do something where I don't have to. I have to read as little text as possible. So I wish I could smash these pots actually. It's weird that I have to pick them up. There must be a way to smash them that I'm not getting. Oh, fucking hell, man, Joe, you big Dave.
Okay, that was a bit hard to read, I would say. Like on my screen, that looked...
I just thought it was a different type of floor.
Yeah, like it would slow you down a little bit, maybe, but you'd fall to your death. But yeah, like, there's a lot of people who don't have the same kind of, like, creative output at work as I do, and it's kind of cool how, like, things like this might just be that way they get that creative buzz.
Oh well, absolutely. Like,
you know what I mean? Like,
I'd like to be creative, but I just lack any of the skills to be creative. If that makes any sense. Like, I think as a person, I can be quite creative. I like the act of creating something, but all the things that involve creation are things that I don't actually have the core skills to do, and I haven't yet learned. So it's like I'd very much like to sit down and draw. But I'm not at a point where I actually can draw.
Yeah.
So all my drawings are shit. As you know,
Well,
you've played
creativity's a muscle.
you've played Gartic Phone with me. You know that. Well, it's funny playing that with you and Dom, who are both quite creative and arty, and just but you also use a flipping graphics tablet to play that game, where I'm using like a mouse.
Well, at least the thing with that game is it's not so much the credit on the drawing ability; it's what you're able to pull out of the tools they give you. Like,
I'm going to throw
like I may have had my graphics tablet and all that, and may have like a bit of more drawing skill than yourself, but it didn't mean like I was pushing out the funniest stuff. You know what I mean? Like.
No, exactly. I need to roll.
It was all just part of like what can you make in such a short space of time, and that in itself is its own creativity.
Oh yeah, I mean, like I wasn't going home crying, going, "Oh, after we played Gartic Phone, Archie and Dom's drawings were well better than mine, and mine looked really rubbish, Mom." No, it's like.
And she buys you a toy.
Yeah, I'm gonna blow this thing up.
Oh, nice spot. I didn't see that.
I know. I never notice shit like that in games as well.
Oh.
There, we've got the hook shot thing. Washapa. No, it's triangle now.
Yeah, but like, I think a lot of people get put off by not being creative, and I think they possibly put too much pressure on themselves to kind of
to make something good.
Yeah, to meet a standard that they're pretty much setting themselves, like no one's good at first, but it's like, yeah, just enjoy it. Like the first thing you're gonna make is probably gonna be not the best, but the second one will be a little bit better, and you'll have good days and bad days, and it's just part of the process. Like,
oh yeah,
as long as you enjoy doing it, it shouldn't matter how it appears, really.
Exactly.
Unless you're being paid for it. Then
oh yeah. If you're doing something professionally, you should take pride in your work. But I am very, very happy. Like I'm not one of these people who gets like head up about being shit at something. Like
same. Like I sort of play keyboard, but I don't really. I wouldn't say I can play an instrument.
Well,
although I know, like
I can
a little bit on keyboard.
Like I can play like guitar and keyboard, but again, I'm one of these people where I'm like, don't ask me how long I've been doing this, because you'd think I'd be better, because I'm just I mean, for me, moving around has been quite a hampering with playing musical instruments. Like if I tell someone I'm like, oh, I've been playing like guitar and keyboard since I was a kid, can I stand on that? No. Oh, but these are downstairs ones. Look, that one drops me downstairs. Look, they're slightly different floors. Look, I've just spotted this. So that to the right, it's definitely a hole. See, this one's a hole and it kills you. That one's just a downstairs bit. Look, it has a slight parallax effect on it when I walk around. Oh, I fell down it again, though. What an idiot. Yeah, but I'd probably say that moving around has certainly hampered, like, my ability to play musical instruments, because I move places and then I don't have a guitar, so I just have months where I can't play a guitar. I thought I had a key. Damn it. I'll have like months where I just can't. I can't play guitar or can't play guitar or keyboard, and that just results in no practice. So if someone's like, yes. "Oh, you've got a guitar, you any good?" I'm like, "No, no, I'm not. I'm proper shite. I'm really bad, because all the songs I like are really easy to play, and when I should be practicing to like learn new songs and learn new techniques, I end up like moving to a different country like a pleb, and then and not taking a guitar with us, because you always move with like one backpack or one suitcase. Always have done. So I just end up with like, but I always bring like the guitars back with us if I ever return to the UK. So it's like,
I think the thing is though as well, it doesn't matter in your ability. Like I wouldn't say I was the strongest like artist either, but I like to draw. But I think people just like appreciate seeing, a lot of people at least like seeing just like what somebody can do, like I could draw something like really basic, like super basic, but someone's gonna go like, oh, that's really nice, or something. Like, unless they're just humoring me. There's always that possibility.
They could be, but I have a huge amount of respect for anyone who ever does anything like creative and puts it out there. Like I think we've always said that with like our mates who are in bands, even if their bands are rubbish, in the grand scheme of things, it's like kudos to them for actually giving it a go though, and like
and just enjoying it. Like,
oh, fuck, I am not good at this though.
I just saw Trestos says exactly, and I'm liking the pun. I'm surprised we haven't been doing more puns throughout this playthrough.
Yeah, I just brute forced that one there. Did you see me just like fucking go Terra to that one. How am I gonna get around this one? Like this. Haha. This guy needs to get fucked. Can I hookshot him? Yes. And then can I leave a little bomb next to him? Ha! Mug. Oh. Oh, I had to stab him as well.
Excited. That's another good one. Like...
Lots of good yokes in this one. Hooray.
Oh, yeah. Keep them coming, man. The more puns, the merrier. I'm sure all of the chat will agree.
My lass hates puns because I just come out with like really shit ones, and I don't think she understands puns either. She's
lecture you.
Brilliant. They like I'll like I can't remember the difference between a pun and a play on words, but either way, I'll say something. She goes, "No, it's not pronounced like that." Especially if we're like chatting to each other, and should for context should mention that's just French. So a lot of these plays on words and puns come in French. So she thinks I'm just being an idiot who's mispronouncing words, and I'm like, no, that was an intentional pun. She's like, well, it's not funny. I'm like, you're just saying that because you didn't get it the first time round. It was. I think you'll find I'm hilarious.
Well, all men are. At least so they think. Like...
Right, there's gotta be a way through here. Oh wait, it's all about the bombs, isn't it? Like I've got to like plant bombs. There we go.
I don't think this level is as strong as the previous two. I'm liking it, like, but the structure seems a bit more linear. I feel.
Oh, I could have just done that. Oh no, now it's gonna change about right. There we go.
It doesn't feel like you're solving puzzles as such as you're just kind of completing micro objectives, you know, then going into like an enemy room. But still, kudos to the user who put all this work in.
Oh, I mean, yeah,
very good.
Actually, I just twats. Stop throwing your forks at me, you dickheads!
Fuck off.
I know. Good thing there's a lot of hearts around here because I'm getting walloped in here. This one is more, I guess, a fighty level. I guess. Just lots of bombs going on here as well. Oh, these twats need to get gone. Can I just open this? Yeah, we got the key. I'm wondering what kind of stuff they'll add to this as well, because at the minute, like, it's pretty solid, but I feel like I don't know how. What are there like 4 items that you can?
I think Trestos said they're adding like push blocks or something.
Yeah, like
I wouldn't be surprised if they went kind of not so much down a live service route, but maybe had regular updates on this where they add new tools and
just like the occasional new block. I mean, I think because they've got a pretty solid kind of tool set and starter crack on and everything like that. Surely, it would just be about balancing and implementing, like, the odd new block. An Egula update, brilliant. There we go. That's what we're here for. I do wish I had a little sprinty button though. Right, back I go.
Is there anything else you feel this game may be missing?
I'm wondering if they're going to implement anything like any kind of character customization. It wouldn't need to be tons, but like there's no reason that you couldn't, like, even just for the purpose of like an avatar, you know, just allow players to identify themselves by like slightly altering their chicken. Like that for me that would be cool. Like, if we could see like you customize your chicken and then that's your like profile on the levels you've made. Right, how do I get through here? Like that? I think I've just... Oh, fucking hell. Not like that. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck, I think... What am I getting stabbed by?
Is that maybe a little bit hard to read?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, fuck off. I have to go back upstairs. Wait. Was I meant to just fall down here? Is this where I'm meant to go? I've already lost me.
Lost your bearings.
I have got... I think you suffer the same as me, don't you? Just a kind of like in-game complete lack of orientation. Like,
sometimes I do, yeah. It's like I struggle with open world games because of that. Because it might be the game's fault, possibly, but I can quickly lose like direction.
look at all these hearts. I don't need to collect them, but I just feel very satisfying to... It's weird that the hook shield doesn't go through the... Still gonna do it. Just finish on a victory lap of swoopity doops around. Oh, here we go. This is a... Oh wait, there's a little secret thing around there. Get that first.
Doesn't end. That's cool. Like, oh.
Oh, the Swift was there. Oh, you can get fucked. Nah. That. What? So
What's
can I
wrong?
just go? Well, I've got the Swift thing now, which I really like because it's just a little quicker to move around.
Hmm. Okay.
Well, that one was by Loud Kayuki.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
They can get a heart from us. That needs to do something because I can't actually tell if it's...
Yeah, you may have retracted the heart by double-clicking it.
I know. I've clicked it so many times. I've lost count of whether I hearted the ones. There we go. So, oh, these are like super favorite ones. I guess these are play times.
Mm-hmm. Amount of players, yeah. 2.9 thousand. No, stop.
Well, I want to go back to the... I don't have to save anything here, right?
I guess not, no.
Just gonna tootle around this world just to see what there is, and then I think we'll have to... Sadly, we'll have to call it a night. But getting quite...
I think we'll come back to this game in the future, like, because I'm very curious to see where it ends up on release, so... I'm sure we'll be able to check out some more of, the Geyser levels, like community-driven levels.
What's this? Is this the...
Or is this like the main adventure or something, if such a thing exists? So
I don't know. No, that letter's out there. I'm quite confused. And then this... Just a little open world. But yeah, I think we need to... We'll need to come back to this when it is fully released. Like I said, I've been emailing the publisher, so there's something very satisfying about cutting the grass, like. But yeah, we've been
right. Offline dungeons are more like showcases, according to Flagessen. Cool.
Yeah,
I think you need those things to kind of give you a bit of direction on what you can and can't create, and
Yeah, just give people an idea. But yeah, it's we'll definitely come back to this, and
yeah, this looks great. I think this is probably one of the strongest games we've ever looked at. Like, not to discredit what we've looked at in the past, but this really captured my imagination. Like,
we'll certainly have getting carried away with this, but we'll certainly have more to try out. Obviously, we don't just for the sake of fairness. I don't actually we don't have like requests open to stream games, just because we just get too many, and then if we stream somebody's game and not somebody else's, then people get upset and that kind of crack on. So instead, it's kind of we just pick. So, sadly, I tell devs, like, there's no point in asking us to stream your game, because if it, we'll reach out to you if we're going to do it. Basically, that's the way. Everyone gets a blanket no for requests, because we just wouldn't be able to do them. There's so many games. But if the games are available, to play, and we're interested in them, then I will reach out and ask. So obviously we got this key for free, and under no obligation to obviously say the game's good or anything like that. That allows us to like remain completely neutral. Oh fuck. So yeah, so we'll be trying out more, and always from the community as well, trying to move away from picking games that I guess like games that would probably be just getting coverage anyway because everyone's talking about them. Like, there's really no point in there's no point in us doing that. We're not here to like push games that everyone's already talking about. We're here to celebrate the games that people maybe should be talking about more. So, fortunately, we've managed to do that with this, which is awesome. And this will also be up, obviously, on the YouTube channel. And yeah, look out for more indie games from us. If you've obviously if you've enjoyed hanging out, thank you to everyone in the chat, keeping me right with my terrible game skills. And just for hanging out, it's been awesome discovering this. If you want to, you know, check out more stuff from us, Indie Bandits, on all the socials basically, and you can also support us through Ko-Fi and Patreon if you are devs in particular. We have a few nice little perks on Patreon to just help spread the word about indie games and help celebrate independent game development. And I think before I die and embarrass myself further, it's probably worth calling it there. You just chill with the Happy Chicken. I think he can do something. Does he have any idle animations? Is he gonna wave? Maybe not. Well, I guess we'll leave it there. And thank you for joining us. If you are from the future and watching this on YouTube, you know that you have to like, comment, and subscribe. It's basically obligatory at this point. You know the rules. We'll catch you next time.
Cool. In a bit, guys.
Ta-ra!
Bye.